What's up, everyone? Thanks for joining me again here today on RockRemedy.com. I'm Meredith Molinari, chatting with the Toadies. We've been talking about their original album, Rubberneck, which came out way back in '94, and now we're going to fast forward. We're talking about their brand new album, No Deliverance, which, congratulations, I read that it debuted number 59 out of the Billboard Top 200.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's amazing.
Good news, yeah.
How cool is that? Were you totally floored by it?
I was totally floored.
Yeah.
You know, this record, once again, I just wanted to make a kick-ass record, and it was an excuse to go out on tour.
Yeah.
I never expected it to get any kind of warm reception, and it's just blowing me away, man.
It's amazing. It
Yeah.
really, really is. Now, how good does it feel to be back making music together again?
Oh, it's great.
Was it like getting, I know the cliche on a bicycle, but was it really like picking up where you guys left off, just coming back and the Toadies feel all came flowing through you?
It's, yeah, pretty much.
Very cool.
It's great playing this new material and having people get into it rather than want to go get a beer while you're playing the material.
Taking a set break. So when did you know that it was time to like reconvene and rock out together? What hit you when you were like, I got to make the phone call?
Well, I'd been touring in another band called the Burden Brothers since '02, and we were looking at a substantial amount of time off. We had been touring like idiots, and so we were going to take
Talented idiots.
Yeah, well, yeah. And anyway, we're looking at a lot of time off. A couple of the guys didn't want to do it anymore, and so we just stopped touring, and I started writing. And honestly, out of the 9 or 10 songs that I had completed over a week or so, a good half of them sounded like Toadies songs.
Yeah.
And so I just started thinking about it, and what's next? What do I do next? And called up these guys to see if they'd be available to put their lives down for a year plus. And go do it, and they were up for it. What
was your first thought when he called you up and was like, let's do this?
Well, I'd been working a kind of a hellacious job, working all the time. So the first thing I thought was, somebody's going to give me some money and some beer to play guitar.
Yes.
I'm in.
Where do I sign?
I'll be there. I'll be there tomorrow, basically. Yeah.
So how long were you guys in the studio together, putting this album together?
I started writing it in August, and we went in January, March, and recorded it in March, April, and came out last month. Yeah. Came out a year after I started writing it. That's just amazing.
That is, because I mean, I know a lot of people when they hear the album, they're like, oh wow, it does have this, like some of the old Beatles albums, you could feel that they like got in there, they recorded it, it came out. There was definitely like a frenetic pace to it, and I think this album really captures like a hunger and a need to get it out.
Yeah, I think so too. I appreciate that. When you really bust your ass like that, there's no time to second guess anything. And it's great, just even down to the songwriting.
Yeah.
It's very liberating, you can just start, got a song, wham, sip it off and see if have the guys write some solos or whatever to it.
Very cool.
And then get in the studio and knock it out. And
you guys hooked up with Kirtland Records for this album. How did you get hooked up with them?
I got connected with John Kirtland back with the Burden Brothers when we decided to put a record out. We were the first release on his brand new label, and we just had really great experiences with him the whole time. So that's awesome. That was the next call after calling these guys.
Right, exactly. So how much freedom do you get for what we'll call this like an independent record label?
Complete.
Really?
Complete, yeah. I mean, it was there was no hassle. I don't even know if the label heard the demos when they booked studio time.
They're just like, you're amazing, and we'll take it.
It's great.
Fabulous. All right, well, stick around. We're going to have a lot more here with the Toadies today on Rock Remedy. I'm your host, Meredith Molinari. Don't go anywhere.
Wound up, facing the sea. Heard the waves crashing, laughing at me.